Hey guys, it's me, Kisame Unlimited, with Spidey. This is going to be my favorite XYZs in all of the game. This was actually harder than the synchros. I thought that there would be more XYZs that I liked, and surprisingly, no.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
Synchros I found like maybe like 15, 18, literally.
Yeah.
XYZs, 11.
Don't forget to like the video to see more, see our most hated XYZ monsters. This video gets 500 likes, we'll continue.
Don't look at mine, go over there. Number 61, Vulcasaurus.
I knew you were gonna touch that one. It was like on my side ones of like,
yeah,
maybe.
His ability is what led me to like him. But he's the kind of card where he really takes, like the saying, like, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Yeah. He's like the true essence of that saying. Because when he looks at you, just like, and it's like you want your opponent to play like, oh, you want to play Grumpa? Fuck you. Oh, you want to play that Hazy Beast? Whatever? Fuck you. You got a 12 for it? Fuck you. That's the kind of card he is.
Okay, we can't touch Cleaforts because that fucking Cleafort can be affected by monsters who level / rank is lower than his level. Like, it doesn't even fucking make sense. Fuck. Go on about your card.
You know what I think it reminded me a lot when I saw it? It reminded me of Ring of Destruction. Because back in the day, I was the type of person where I was the biggest dick hard sucking Ring of Destruction fan there was. And I remembered when Ring of Destruction was around, I was like, oh my god, I love this card. Starlet Paladimo.
Starlight Paladimo, something?
Yeah.
Paladimo.
I always, you know what's funny when he first...
I know what you're talking about, but I'm not looking
It's funny because every time when he first came out, I called him Starlet Pleiades. I always would call him that. I think that when I first saw him, he was the kind of card where I was like, he had a very good ability. I liked the draw factor about him. He had an interesting, cool design. I always found the card to be cool. I also like that 2000 exactly, like, looked real nice on him.
Because I'm doing these with my hands and fucking high as dirt. Go ahead, talk about your card.
I mean, other than that, he's just very simple. Stop it! Basically, like, it's a cool card. I like that he was light. He fitted in my Constellar deck, was probably another reason why I liked him. He was just a card that had an interesting art, interesting typing, interesting effect. I just liked the ability, if it got killed, it had a good effect when it was on the field to negate something, make it weak, he could kill it, and if he was killed, he gave you something back. So he was always the kind of card where it was like...
It's always a plus.
Yeah, he was always a plus and never a negative thing. It was never like I played him and ever regretted it. Number 39, Chaos 39, Utopia Ray V. I remember when that card, I first stumbled upon it, I was like, it was almost like the same feeling I had towards Vulcasaurus, but more, because I used to play a game a lot called War of the Monsters, and it's probably my favorite game in probably all video games. And he always reminded me of Ultra V, which was a character in that game. And every time it's like I always wanted to fit like Ray V in a deck because people are like, oh, Victory's better, or that card you're playing Victory Dragon or whatever. I'm still gonna be that one sucker that's gonna be like, I want Utopia Ray V, popping fucking Ring of Destruction, fuck you Vulcasaurus, who needs you? And I will always really like it because it reminds me of a video game, and that's pretty much all the reason I really like him. It's just simple as that. So now getting into number 7. Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis.
Number 6. Fuck that card, but go ahead. I don't like it because this guy's a nice effect. He can do the thing. 5 months, not that hard. Get him on your field. He sucks dick. Oh, he's such a great card.
Tyrus was one of the very first like XYZs that I've ever seen. The same thing kind of goes with Adreus, but Adreus just became like underused more. But Tyrus was always the kind of card where it's like, if I had the opportunity, I see continuous cards I don't fucking like. He's unaffected by pretty much everything. He's the kind of card where he's like slams blow shit up for free. He's always the kind of card where it's like back in the day for me, even still to this day, I'll always play Tyrus. And I am playing Tyrus. I just feel
stupid.
You're stupid.
Any other reason why you like Tyrus?
He's an angel. Oh, fun fact, I love angels. That's probably another reason why.
Oh, see now I respect that reason.
I like angels.
I'm lying! Fuck you!
This is the only card out of all the XYZs that I don't have in real life. Castel the Skyblaster Musketeer.
Wait, is that fucking card that like he can
bounce back a card?
I hate him.
I like
him. One of the Fuck him. I hate that card. Everybody he's like the new Diamond Direwolf. Where he fucking sucks, but everybody plays him.
No, he don't suck. He's like 101 arc, but he's like mine. He's like the card that I like him because he's the kind
Everybody plays him. What do you mean you like it?
He's there with his gun. He's like, hey. But I also like.
He's like a big doofy fuck. He's like got these fucking big ass like, ooh, he's like fucking like he's flying, but like he can't hold his fucking weight up in the air, so he's like falling. Ooh, I'm gonna shoot you, but I'm not really gonna shoot you. I'm gonna bring it back to the hand. So what's the gun for? Shut up.
I used to really love Supernatural. And my favorite character used to be Castiel, and his whole title I like because it's Castel Skyblaster. Reminds me of Phantom Skyblaster, which is another Yu-Gi-Oh card I used to like a lot. And he's just like he just has an interesting name, which led me to him. And I'm like, huh, you're pretty cool. He was like a lot like how Starlet was. He was the kind of card where he just had a better name, a name that I could actually pronounce. And then he was also a card that had 2,000 attacks, similar to him, but he also had 2 effects. The first one never ever really being used, but his second effect, the ability to bounce you, just get away
What is
from
his
me.
first effect?
His first effect is like detach 1 to put a monster in defense mode.
I've never seen.
He's like Daijin. He's like Maestro with that.
I've never seen that effect be used.
I know, but you see, I like the other effect where he's like bounce it out, get it away from me. Because you want to know what that's like?
He's gay.
He's like Compulse, and Compulse is one of my favorite trap cards. It probably is my favorite trap card next to Ring of Destruction. Constellar Omega.
Okay, I like that card. I think a lot of people like that card.
Nobody likes fucking Constellar Omega.
I like Omega.
It's like, for me, it's like when I first saw Constellar Omega, he actually looks like he was supposed to fuse with the Constellars. Most of the other Constellars, like when they fuse, it's like you don't look anything like the card that's coming out of it. He actually looks like Kaos and like Pollux merged. Because he still looks like, has that shit in the back. He has like all like the stuff that Pollux had in the back. It's just like, he literally looks like a Constellar fusion. But when I first saw Constellar Omega, he was the kind of card, I think he was the first XYZ out of the Constellars that I saw. And I was like, damn, you cool. I like that. Oh, get around spells and traps and shit.
He's very convenient.
Yeah, he's a very convenient card. And most of the time when you have tank, he's 25 beats. Like he's just a very good card, and it's just like I always like really liked him because he was
very
like,
convenient.
Yeah, he was just like the first install that I ever saw. Really, that was an XYZ. I remember when I first saw him, he was like all dark on DN, and you couldn't see what he looked like, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I really said, all right, I'm gonna summon Constellar Bicycle because he literally looked like a bicycle.
Oh, I remember you used to call him that.
Yeah,
because his legs. He's like, oh, there's a bicycle.
Wind up Zenmaines. Yeah, the very left. When XYZs were first introduced, I saw Zenmaines and I was like, oh my god, this card is insane. How could they make something like this? Still to this day, Zenmaines is probably a very underrated card that a lot of people forget how crazy he is. But now this card's like Fiendish Chain and Castiel and 101, so not many people pay him much mind. But he's still a fucking dangerous as fuck card, making him suicide and shit. But the reason why I love Zenmaines so much was because when that card first was introduced, he was a secret rare. And I remembered I didn't have him, and I was like, I need this card because he's so fucking awesome and dangerous. And I remember my friend Reggie pulled him in a pack. You know, I got Exodia, I got Dark Magician of Chaos. What do you want, you'll get for Zenmaines.
I want your friendship.
I want your friendship and your card. So I basically said, I gave him a whole bunch of anime cards, and when I got the card, I was like, I'm gonna keep this card. And I found out that it was getting reprinted like a month later, and I was like, I could sell this, get my money quickly back, but I still said to this day, I was like, I want to keep it because it was given to me by a close friend, and I always like wanted to keep it. Zenmaines is still honestly one of my top 10 favorite cards in general, but overall one of my most favorite XYZs in the game.
Only because of the fact that a friend gave it to you.
A friend gave it to me, and I loved its effect, and it's still a great card to play
Fuck
today.
his effect. Fuck his effect. And matter of fact, fuck Reggie for being associated with it.
Constellar Pleiades M7.
I'm gonna say M7.
I love Constellars. Constellars is my favorite archetype in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Next to Fabled, Crystal Beasts, and Aliens. But Constellar still even outclasses them. But for me, Constellars, when I saw that they had a boss monster like M7, I was like, oh my god, he's such a convenient boss monster. And I love dragons. I love dragons as boss monsters. I don't like dragon archetypes, but I love a dragon as the boss monster. Like how Lightstorms have Judgment Dragon and Crystal Beasts have Rainbow Dragon. He was like their dragon. And I was like, wow, you guys are cool. And I love the lore behind it. But he had good stats and the ability that he was just so convenient to summon, I think just made me like him more. And then I think the final straw that made me love that card so much was that it was a machine. I love machines.
You said he was a dragon. Now he's a machine. Yeah. Make your mind up!
He looks like a dragon, but he's a machine dragon, so he's a mecha dragon.
Clip.
My number 2 is a common card, a card that's such garbage.
You don't want me to see the list, so you're gonna have shock value. I haven't been shocked at all. Hurry up!
My number 2, King of the Feral Imps.
Alright, it's respectable. Very respectable.
My number 2.
Because he's like linked to your alien deck and everything. That's very respectable. I didn't even think about it. I wouldn't expect that, but I wasn't even thinking about it before what could be on your list because it's had a hard time with my list. But hey, all right, cool.
It gave life to reptile decks all over, like worms and aliens. It did.
And then they still never saw a play.
It never saw a play still. But still to this day, my God deck, which is a reptile-based deck, which does so fairly well against the meta and most decks. I think a lot of my success when it comes to God, thanks to King of the Feral Imps, because he's always my searcher. He's like my go-to guy. And out of all like XYZs, if I lost him, I'd be like, oh, whatever. When M7 went to 1, If I lost Zenmaines, If I lost King of the Feral Imps, I'd be fucked. I'd be destroyed. But King of the Feral Imps,
devastated.
But he's like my go-to guy, except for one.
Constellar Pleiades.
Constellar Pleiades is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. Far from XYZ.
And that's not even how you pronounce it.
Constellar Pleiades.
Alright, yeah, alright, whatever.
I used to call him Pleiades.
Exactly. You done.
When Constellars first came out and I saw Pleiades,
I didn't know how to read.
And I love Zodiac Signs, so I was like, oh my god! Because I was really into Zodiac Signs a lot when
into them.
When I first saw them, I was like, oh my god, they made cards like these. Now I can finally have them. And then I said to myself, let me look at each Zodiac sign and see what they are and see if I can play my own sign. My sign sucked. I remember when I saw Pleiades, I was like, oh my god, I don't know what you are, but you could be mine. You could be the card that I will feel like you are my Zodiac sign. You're my guy. You're my trump card. You'll always be that card for me. And I remembered when I always felt like, I feel like when you have a signature card, it has to either be 2,500 or 3,000, like Dark Magician or Blue Eyes, because it has to be like OG 2,500 always. So I remember when I saw him, like, he had the stats that fit me. He had a cool, like, art pointing at shit saying, get out of my sight. Compulse is my favorite trap card. He had a beat, and like he could beat you down. He was just so perfect for me. He resembled a cool art of being a Star Knight. His background was like the galaxy. It was beautiful when I saw him. And it's funny because I felt like this, how I am right now, so enthusiastic and happy to talk about him, even when I first saw him. And it's something that in time, it'll never die for me. He'll always be the card that I will love as my favorite card, but most of all, my favorite XYZ. So that's pretty much my top 10 favorite XYZs.
Were you a crackhead? Like a crack?
I was itching.
That's my favorite XYZs. Don't forget, like the video, give me some crack. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give me some crack. Comment down below. Give me some crack. You can win a pack of the most recent set, and the winner from the last pack of the last video got the fucking likes. It's right here. Oh my god, look at that nigga winning all them packs. And give me some crack. Look, his channel, my channel.
Number 10.
Nobody gives a shit. Like the video. 500 likes, you get more top 10s, and then you'll see mine. You like that comment, that button, him, me, Facebook, links down below. Winner from the last pack has already been shown.
Ever since you turned 24, you've never been the same. Ever since you got older, I don't know. Maybe when I'm 24, shit will change. But
I don't got time for this. I'm gonna die. Listen, I'm getting closer and closer. That clock is ticking.